Pigs to the rescue. Outer edge, friend or foe. What do you think of when you hear the word pet? Some people think of a dog, others think of a cat. Some might say a bird or a turtle. How many would think of a pig? That animal came to mind for Kathy Carter of Winfield, West Virginia. Carter owned a pot-bellied pig named Iggy. She treated the pig like a member of her family. In 2001, city leaders told her that Iggy had to go. They said it was against the law to keep a farm animal in the city. Carter insisted that Iggy was a pet, not a farm animal. Indeed, pot-bellied pigs are a special kind of pig. They are much smaller than regular pigs. They are used to living in houses with people. Still, a judge told Carter she could not keep Iggy in Winfield. Carter wouldn't leave her pig, so she sold her house and moved to Polka, 10 miles away. People there let Iggy live with her. It was a good thing they did. Less than a year later, Carter was taking a nap. Suddenly, Iggy rushed into the room. The pig began making all sorts of strange noises. She grunted, she barked. At first, Carter didn't know what was wrong. Then she smelled smoke. The house was on fire. Thanks to Iggy, Carter and her 2 sons got out safely. The fire burned down their new home, but no one was hurt. Iggy was the hero of the day. "She is a wonderful animal," said Carter. "She saved our lives." A pot-bellied pig also saved the lives of Pam and Rick Abma. The Abmas bought a baby pig when they got married in 1997. They named the pig Honeymoon. A year later, a fire broke out in the Abmas' laundry room. Honeymoon smelled the smoke. He raced to Pam and Rick's bedroom door. The pig threw himself against the door, screeching and grunting. At last, Pam woke up. When she realized what was happening, she screamed to Rick, "The house is on fire." Rick ran to the bedroom door and opened it. The smoke was so thick he couldn't see much. Still, he managed to put out most of the fire. Firefighters soon came and put out the rest of the flames. Honeymoon's warning had come just in time. Without it, the house and the Abmas might have been lost. Lulu is perhaps the most famous pig hero of all. She was the famous pet of Joanne and Jack Altsman. As a baby, Lulu weighed just 4 pounds. By the time she was 1 year old, her weight was up to 150 pounds. The Altsmans also had a small dog named Bear. They had built a doggy door so Bear could go in and out whenever he wanted. At first, Lulu also used the door, but she soon grew too big for it. The Altsmans had to open the door for Lulu when she wanted to go out. On August 4, 1998, Jack went fishing. Joanne stayed home with Lulu and Bear. Joanne, who was 57, had already had 1 heart attack. On this day, she had a second one. Right away, she knew it was a serious attack. As she fell to the floor, she screamed for help. "Somebody help me, please help me." That's when Lulu came to the rescue. "She looked at my head," said Joanne later. "She made sounds like she was crying." Lulu headed for the tiny doggy door. Somehow she jammed her body through it. Then she raced for the main road. She ran to the middle of the road and plopped herself down. Drivers honked their horns. They slowed down, but they didn't stop. They just drove around her. Several times, Lulu ran back to the house to check on Joanne. Each time, she returned to the road and sat down again. For a while, it looked as though she would never get anyone to stop and help. At last, she rolled onto her back and stuck her hoof straight up. Dead piggy trick. And it worked. A man stopped and followed Lulu back to the house. He shouted through the door that a pig was in trouble. Joanne shouted back she was in trouble too. She begged the man to call an ambulance. With doctor's help, Joanne lived through her heart attack. It was a close call. 15 more minutes and she probably would have died. Lulu had saved her life. Lulu was hurt. She had cut her stomach while squeezing through the small doggy door. She was bleeding. She was a mess, said Joanne. How many humans would do that for you? As a reward, Joanne gave Lulu her favorite food, a jelly donut. Lulu became a national hero. A children's book was written about her, and the New York Times put her story on the front page. She appeared on TV shows around the world. She won the Trooper Award. It is given to animal heroes. Lulu was the first pig to win it. People called her the big pig who could and did. A pig may not be your choice for a pet, but for the Carters, Abmas, and Altsmans, it was the perfect choice. And their pet pigs made the difference between life and death.